Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. A couple of days ago, a young youth, 33-year-old Joel McFarland, known as Smokey OC, speedometer in the street, lost his life in a very bad way off Maxfield. He lost his life at the hands of the police, and the residents' family members were out there protesting, saying that he was a youth of unsound mind. He is not involved in any sorts of criminal activity. The police take him out in cold blood, mistaken identity. He was just literally at the wrong place at the wrong time. So people, I am going to let you listen what the family members and residents had to say. You might have seen this video or audio before, but I am going to use it to prove my case. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
See them beat out youth door, you know. Take him more time house, you know. Take him more time, look for one room in a youth, and the man then I'm house asleep, you know.
And he mad. The youth are mad.
Because man, you know youth. That you don't even know that.
One set up where I'm from round pan Burke Road. Him come in and look like him sit down and eat and everything. Him in him room. But police must have passed and here must have shuffling and running and coming at the house. Bam, 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 pan him door. Him pull him door and come out here, so. One shot, lick out the whole line marrow. We have a black road. Literally have a black road down a Waltham for Joel. Police, they must say a shootout and a 3-shot fire. They must say a shootout and them find gun. Where? Eh? It's when them want to cover up for themselves, them are going to say this and them are going to say that. Joel is a madman. Joel not fire shot.
He's 33, but he has the brain of a younger person. So he doesn't even know his danger. He has never been violent. He's not a bad person.
He's a mental patient, right? He did admit at Bellevue, and them release him and make him start attend the health center, Maxfield Park Health Center.
There's no way police could go to Beverly Hills or up in the upscale community and knock on a door and just fire and kill somebody like that. Joel was helpless. He was just standing there and they shoot him and then going to tell lie.
So people, you heard what the residents said, and like I've always said, there are always 3 sides to every story. The family, the resident side. Smokey is not alive, dead man tells no tale. The police, polar opposite. They was after some people with guns. Shootout, after the shootout, you know the cliche script. Mr. Smokey was smoked out totally, gone to the afterlife. They claim that they recovered a gun. I've not seen that gun. I've not heard from Indicom. Investigation is pending. Now, people, let me give you a history of Smokey, that is a youth that lost his life. Smokey was living overseas. Smokey, like you hear the name say, somebody must have put lizard tail or give him season spliff and it mad him. The family thought that it was best if he left from overseas and come to Jamaica, come live. The people can more tolerate him down here. As a matter of fact, Smokey's family is well off. Smokey family have a mansion in a Mandeville and big house elsewhere. So Smokey did not need to be in a Maxfield. But you know, people like the mix-up, them like the excitement, Jamaican style. Now, this is exactly what happened. On that same night, when Smokey lost his life at the hands of the police, he was coming from a 9-night of a person known as Scuffrey. So soon after he left the 9-night celebration, drinking, smoking, I am assuming, this was when this tragic incident took place. This was when he lost his life. So people have said to themselves, all right, we understand, say, bad man out there, DONS out there, gunman, murderers are out there, and whenever the police catch them, them are going to just smoke them like them smoke Smokey. However, Smokey was a decent youth. Smokey was a good youth. Like me say, him get the name from smoking. He get the name speedometer because he was like a gopher in the era. If you need something to buy, if you need some boom and Guinness or whatever, you can send him out on 2 tools, him come back. However, the catch is that you would have to buy him one of those also. He was not working for free. Smokey might be kind of Looney Tunes, but Smokey is no fool. So based on the information on the street, yes, the police was in the area and the police was in the vicinity of Smokey's house because Smokey family is the people that is governing the place. So the police know say Smokey house kind of hot right now. As a matter of fact, Smokey have a cousin that is presently in Horizon. His name is Bloody. Bloody was arrested and convicted for the takeaway or pie up of a JCF officer. So the police them know the place. On top of that, that specific night in question, there was a next man known as Bulla Blacks. Bulla Blacks was in the area. Bulla Blacks was armed. The police saw Bulla Blacks. Bulla Blacks take himself and run over Smokey's house. So when the police went there looking for Bulla Blacks, that was when they saw Smokey and Smokey got smoked. Wrong place at the wrong time, wrong identity. They thought that he was one of the persons that ran. However, Bulla Blacks is the person that caused Smokey to lose his life. Based on information that I am getting, the fact that Smokey's family is governing the place, Smokey house or that vicinity is hot, and we see say the police are on an eradication campaign. That is how Smokey got smoked in the melee. We can expect repercussions from Smokey's family, the fact that Bulla Blacks caused Smokey to lose his life as an innocent youth. So the moral of the story is this. When you hear the family members speak, residents speak, yes, half of what they are saying is true. However, on the other half, the flip side of the coin, he was caught up because his family member was caught up and people run and did not get caught by the police. So therefore, he got caught up in the crossfire or direct fire. So that is exactly what transpired. He left from Scuffrey's 9 nights. Bulla Blacks was in the vicinity with gun. There was a chase by the police. Maybe Bulla Blacks might have fired at the police. However, Mr. Smokey was in the vicinity, in the same yard in which Bulla Blacks ran. Maybe he never ran inside, he ran through the yard. However, Smokey is the one that got the SHITTY end of the stick. So the police did not deliberately go and take away Smokey. Yes, it is not justified because if you're running down somebody, you have to be sure that the person that you got is the person that needed to be gotten rid of. That was not the case. Based on inside source, it is saying that even some of the police them, will know the area, know the family, know the setting, they know that that youth had nothing to do with it. However, you know that the police is always going to back the police, even when they are DEAD wrong, literally, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called You Never See Smoke Without There Is Fire. And that's why so many youths have been smoked by the fire that's not so friendly coming from the JCF. I am speaking about the DONS. I am speaking about the extortionists. May I talk about the gunman and may I talk about the murderers. We've seen that the police, JCF under Commissioner Dr. Blake have been on an eradication campaign, wiping out everybody, serves up, man's down. Well, people, I am going to explain everything in intricate details after I let you hear from the SSP that is in charge of the St. Catherine Division. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
And I speak as Wicon being a beneficiary, Honorable Prime Minister, because we're doing actually two major developments in the area. And I believe this project will have a significant kind of halo effect on the entire parish and beyond. So rest assured that we will apply our many years of construction experience to this task to ensure that we do justice to the striking aesthetic, and I think everybody can see the pictures here of the headquarters building. I almost would like to call it a campus more than a headquarters. It has that kind of campus feel. And I dare say this is really the first of its kind in the Caribbean.
In recent times, you have seen a number of operational activities, increased operational activities within the space. And the primary reason for that, as was mentioned earlier, is because of the trend that we observe where violent crimes are concerned. Now, some of the things you will not hear because of the nature of these occurrences, but from an intelligence perspective and from an investigative perspective, based on what we are seeing in the community, we are in a very precarious position. And if we don't act quickly and decisively, many of you are going to be living higher levels of fear than some of you have already been experiencing. Our intention is to prevent you from getting to the stage where you're afraid to get out of your houses. In our respective areas, as we conduct the operations, we have observed a number of things all the time. And very often, we are seeing where these criminal elements are being supported by other individuals who are giving the impression as if they are not. We know about the WhatsApp groups. We know that persons are being alerted. Yeah, the police are in the space. Don't go around there. We know about the persons who organize the blocking of the roads and organize for disorder to take place. But what I'm saying to you in Olaba Bay today, stay away from supporting, encouraging, facilitating, hiding criminal activities because none of us will benefit from doing so.
Now, people, like I said, the theme of this is you never see smoke without there is fire. And we've noticed that the police have been on an all-out campaign and they're not sparing no sorts of gunmen. Everybody gets caught up in the cliche. Them come under fire, went on a warrant of death after the smoke clear. Men were seen clutching on to their life. Turkey rush to the hospital. Too late was the call. Well, people, like I said, this is the bigger picture. And these people don't fall into any part of the plan of the bigger picture that is going to be implemented by the government / relevant authority, JCF. They are building a main headquarter in a Spanish town, St. Catherine, headquarter for the JCF Jamaica Constabulary Force. They are spending billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of US dollars on it. So therefore, them know say once it starts, the epicenter of extortion, Spanish town, Klansman, one order, are going to want a piece of the pie. However, this pie is going to be poisonous. So therefore, you saw your prime minister maybe a year or so ago said that, listen, we are not going to tolerate any sorts of extortionists. But you know, say, if and when the project starts, the project is supposed to be complete in a 2024. New headquarters for the police, JCF, or at least one of them. But you know, so these extortionists, them head hard, them feel like they are entitled to people money, people asset. And no sorts of work is going to go on. They will sabotage the work. So therefore, the government, relevant authority, JCF, is beating them to the punch. The JCF is knocking their ASS out before them even start. Make sure so them stiff stone cold gone before them even try. So therefore, they are sending out a clear and precise message to others who have ambition of wanting the extort. You are going to lose your life before you get the first penny. This is the dawning of a new day, and you're not a part of the plan. So therefore, the police are wipe out everybody what is to get wiped out. They are sending out a message that, listen, if you don't want to fall in this category, I would advise you that you stay away, or we are going to send you away for good. So that is the plan, that is the protocol, and the protocol is whomever want to sabotage, whomever want to stand in the way and be an obstacle. This is not even an obstacle test. It is going to be an epic failure. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news based on the beautiful bean footage that you just saw, discontentment, contention, infighting. Now people, we know say JLP and PNP, them live like puss and dog. No love lost. However, when we see people of the same color, meaning green, having all sorts of verbal altercation about to get physical until they were braced. Apparently, politician MP for the era came in and he was seeking his vote. And the people might make him know, say, listen, we now vote for you at this one and that one because this one or that one is a better one. Well, people, this is my disclaimer before I proceed. I know the people, I'm going to say, you always find some sorts of video at the JLP, the PNP blogger, yeah, not like the JLP. He might try stop the third term of the JLP. People, like me telling you before, I would rather vote for a random goat than to vote for PNP or JLP. So in other words, two party but the same sad song, same results between death and the deep blue sea, a rock and a hard place. None of the two choices are good. Proceeding. So we say these people don't realize that, listen, whether it is MP this one or MP that one, the end result is going to be the same thing. None of these politicians for the last 5 decades or so have ever had the person's or the people's interest at heart. It is all about self-enrichment. It is all about power, self-gratification. Just for going, chop the place, get rich, and then run away. We say the US is selling $5 million citizenship, $5 million US dollar citizenship. Best believe most of these politicians, based on the amount of money that they are going to swipe from the public purse, they will be able to afford it, get the proper documentation, people verify and validate that it is not stolen money, while you and your family, generations, is going to suffer in a Jamaica. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.